Hello, this is David Dean, and I have gotten some questions on how I pick and build my amplifiers. So I'm going to go ahead and give a quick tutorial on how I do that. I am currently in Plankerton. I built a little bit different home base than normal. I just wanted to get away from something that was purely functional and have a little fun with building. But on this, I am now getting ready for Plankerton Storm Shield Defense number 2. And I need to place an amplifier. I have on the big map two choices. One from the east over here on top of that cliff edge. And then one over here to the south. And looking at both of them, what I really use to decide which amplifier is how far away the storm shield is away from the amplifier, giving me room to build, and also which side of my home base is most vulnerable, because wherever I build my amplifier will take away that spawn point for the home base. So since I have this giant cliff edge that is very difficult to defend against for my home base, I'm going to go ahead and build up here and place this amplifier. And on this, with my amplifier build, it's pretty much as basic as possible to begin with. You have 3 tiles here you can't really build on. And I have only 4 tiles of trap tunnel I can build before running into the storm shield. And so I want to make this take up as small as a footprint as possible. And also, before I get into that, just to let you know, to reduce costs on building materials, I'm using my constructor, and I have my constructor hotfixer, who has a squad bonus of reducing costs of buildings. Originally it was 4%. I got them up to 2 stars, which is 8%. If I get them up to 3 stars, it'll be a reduction of 10%. So you'll be seeing some of my materials. Usually they cost, like this first wall usually costs 10 to build, and it only costs 8. But to begin with, I'm just going to go around and wall off this 3x3 section. And on the sides that could possibly be attacked from, which in this case is the west, south, and east, I'm going to put some extra metal in it. Like this one, I'm not going to put a ceiling on this side because I'm not going to get attacked from the north. So I'm not as worried about it. Whoops, that was a mistake. But get this up here fast. And there. And later on, actually, right now, even for building, I am going to need my jump pad to be able to get on top as fast as possible during a battle. And we'll go ahead and get this backside done. And then, for right now, we're going to leave that open. Get these done, and we started with 999 metal. And I just bring that up so you'll know at the end of this how much this costs to build if you decide to do the same thing. And go ahead and get all this started for getting up to 3-tier metal. And basically, nothing hopefully should be getting to the amplifier and hitting any of this, except for possibly lobbers. And so that's basically what I'm building. I'm building for lobber protection. And hopefully get a little faster. It's one thing about restarting this game from the beginning. All my skill points that helps in building speed, I no longer have. So, but we'll go ahead and get this up. We're almost done with the 999 metal already. But for me, getting metal in the game, mainly now with the storage you can access from your armory, isn't too big of an issue. I go in and run missions like rescue the survivors or build the radar. I accomplished the mission, and usually there's still 10 to 15 minutes left to go and get all the materials you need. And then just finish the mission, dump off all the materials, run it a second time, and then you pretty well have everything you need for building the amplifier. Oh, and now we're down to 7 already. Did I already get rid of the door? Should have left the door there. Gonna need it a few more times. But get back to the base. Just drop right down on it. Get some more metal. And still testing out and learning this new base build of mine. Maybe learning how to use a jump pad should be part of that. Alright, we'll get around here. Alright. But yeah, it's not a very exciting or the greatest looking build, but it seems to just work great. And even when everything goes wrong and suddenly I just have lobbers all over the place, it usually holds up really well. Alright, all the floors are done. Now on the sides it can be attacked from. It's up to you if you want to put the extra metal in there or not. But I go ahead and put another slanted wall in here just to make it that much more resistant to the attackers, lobbers. And, okay, we'll put this and we'll get that one from the outside. Trying to do this fast, and of course when I do it fast I do it wrong. Change that. There we go. Alright. And once again, get everything up to 3 tier, and like this, 3 tier normally costs 30 to upgrade. It only cost me 24. I'm trying to level up the hot fixer as fast as I possibly can to get the building costs down. But right now, this is the best I can do with it. So let's see, we can go ahead and put a ceiling on that side. Whoa, not good. Run around. Yeah, not all that exciting. But this is how we do it. Come on. Alright. I was just going to do everything 1 tier just to make it go faster. But that's also doesn't give you a good look at how much all this is going to end up costing somebody if they decide to do it this way. Alright, so right there we've already used up half of this second supply of metal. And here it's up to you how many arches you put in to hold up the ceiling. Definitely put some, because this entire ceiling is only being held up by these arches. So make sure you put more than one, because if a lobber takes out an arch, you're done. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and put up 4. And then from the arches, you go out 2 spaces. And even here, I go out 1 additional space. Once again, just providing protection from lobbers. And also, I use it to get around the zone. I'll just climb up there, hit a launch pad, and get wherever I need extremely quickly. When you're soloing, that is a very large part of this. And then to get the sides of it, on your cone shape, get 3 sides up, and then line this up using the R button to rotate it. There we go. And so we got that one there. Whoop. And sometimes this is kind of a pain to get the perfect angle on. And then up here in the first slot, do the same thing. And what that creates is 3 more pieces of metal that protect the amplifier, but it also allows me to climb up top without issue. And let's see, I'll go ahead and do these while I'm up here. And in truth, really don't need it all that much on the backside, because, well, actually kind of do. If you watch my other videos, even if I have a spawn over here to the east, you will see lobbers going all the way out and around trying to find whatever the best angle is possible to be able to attack the amplifier. Alright, what we got for metal? We still got a little bit. But go ahead and get this down. But yeah, this is just about, a lot of people have made the comment, why do I make it look that way? What design look I was going for. I wasn't going for a design look. I was going for heavy protection with easy mobility. That is it. And if you like the look, great. If you don't, that's great too. Alright, once again, running out. So actually, do I want to do another? No, this might be too far already. Let's see where I end up landing when I do my launch pad. I'm probably going to miss the castle. Nah, that works great. Hooah. Run down here, grab my third stack of metal. Alright, and back up we go. Ah. And I know that isn't very efficient to get to the top here, but for once I wanted to do something a little bit more fun. And the other part, as I was saying, this is all made for efficiency. The second tier, there isn't a ceiling right there. That way I can do my jump pad and hop up. If you really wanted to add some more protection, you could put a floor here and up that piece and just jump through the hole and over to the side. But I often like to be able just to run and jump down, and also I've never had, since I've done this build, it's pretty well held up every single time without any major issues. So I've kind of gone back just because I don't want to be using so much metal and spending time farming when I could be having fun running the storm shield defenses. But alright, let's get that. Let's get that. And I think also in this video I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of just how I determine how to build my running slow today on brain power. Let's get this back here, but doing my trap tunnels. Oh, I know why. There we go. And then just put that up top for a cap. Alright, let's get that. Oh, and I was upset today because I found out Fortnite had a competition for racetracks with hoverboards, and I didn't know about it. I could have built an amazing lava jumping, geyser shooting track, but didn't even know they were having the competition until too late. So we're pretty much there. So this one, doing the extra metal in the middle to help protect against future lobber attacks. Basically, you're eating up almost 3,000 metal. And if you don't have the hot fixer bonus in your squad bonus, you're definitely right at that. And you can almost call this finished. Just waiting for the last piece. Alright. And let's just do a quick look around to make sure everything is up and going. I could redo the structures in here, but for right now I'm not going to bother with that. And this is our finished structure here. Let's see, any others? There we go. And I should never have to go inside again, so we will get rid of that. And we did throw away 8 metal on this little thing here, which I fat fingered. So right there is the basic amplifier build that I do. And like I said, the main focus of this is lobber protection, building it as small as possible to fit in my trap tunnels, and then being able to move around quickly and get up to where I need to go. for the first part, every single trap tunnel will pretty much end up with, let's see, we'll stay metal right now, and I will switch over to stone here in a bit. But you want to put slants at the end of your tunnels. That way, any smasher that makes it through your tunnel will not charge the wall. If you have a flat wall, they will charge it, and at higher levels, they'll just go right through it. Right now, and this level I'm at now, level 20, and then Plankerton, I can definitely, the building can survive mainly with my base on it, the constructor base. But I will build my tunnel out from this. This doesn't give me very much to work with at all. And I'm not sure if you can see it through the shield, but there is a ramp right there heading up to this cliff here. So I can't do it now, but when I run this mission, the first thing I'm going to do is run over there and place a ceiling and wall tile with a launcher on the wall tile to try to keep mobs off that ramp from coming up. But the good thing about the way I build, a lot of people build bunker builds where, you know, basically forcing the mobs to beat down walls to get where they want to go. I'm just going to have a nice, open, friendly tunnel that they can walk straight into the amplifier. And hopefully they will go that way since there is nothing in the way for them. But let's see what we got here. We do have a cliff over here. That is 3 tiles over. Unfortunately, right now, I just don't have that much build room on this side, but we'll probably end up doing a straight tunnel out. And let's see. I wonder. We'll do a little bit of fun with it. Alright, let's get into doing stone. And what I'm going to do, mobs are going to come in from here, but they want to get in line with the amplifier over here. So that is the path I'm going to let them walk. But we are going to set it up like so. And let's see, how do I want to do this? I am going to put walls over here. Yeah, this will work. Sorry, doing all the work in my head. And what I'm going to have is I'm going to have launchers over here. Kind of my standard 2x2 area here. Unfortunately, usually my 2x2 areas, they enter here. This one, they're going to enter over here. But I'm going to be doing something very different with launchers. To see if I got enough materials. And that's one thing, in Plankerton things start getting difficult because like all my 1-star traps need materials from Stonewood, but I have no reason to adventure in Stonewood anymore except to go harvest materials. They really need to fix that. But we're gonna have go ahead and put it in. Let's see. I'm not sure if I want to. Yeah, we'll do that. And then over here. Actually, that was wrong. Let's get that way. All right. So here, we're going to be anything that gets knocked back over here, or actually these coming in, go up and get hit by the 45. Where most of them will come down here. Where I will have 2 more launchers. Launching them down off over the cliff, forcing them to go back all the way and come back around. Just eating them up, slowing them down. Here I'll probably put wooden floor spikes. I've gotten a few. Actually, the level 21 I got in a mission. I will put over here. Trap. Put another one here. And a lot of these traps are just ones I found in the mission. Hopefully I will be leveling them up sooner or later. Alright, so now we got that working. So everything coming through here And I need a... Actually, I'm going to go a full wall on this. Comes in through here. Launcher 45. Another launcher on the back of the wall. They go off the cliff. If they make it over here, and let's go ahead and put in a half wall. They hit this launcher, sends it back to light launcher, 45 over. They make it past that, they make it this one, which ends up doing the same thing. Actually, let's see. I'm going to take out that wall. And the reason I'm taking out that wall is because I have a launcher here. And that way, if they get here and hit the launcher, it'll send them back into this room, hopefully. They may go back one tile, they may go back 2 tiles. It just depends. And actually, I'm not going to do a launcher on this one, but we're going to put in one more timeout area here. And in case you haven't seen my videos, the reason I do the half wall with the 45 there is so I can get in and out of my trap tunnels, moving wherever I need to. And like on this one, I'll end up putting down another launch pad, so I can get out of there, up here, and be able to go back into basically my battle manager position up here and just see where I need to be and what I need to be doing. And this one, that is really important on, because like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with this cliff area over here. This could turn really ugly really fast. So right now, there we go. Oh, do we got another launcher? Yeah. What do we got? That here. What do I got? I got a freeze trap somewhere. Yeah. Not of my creation. Got it in the mission. Unfortunately, well, I did in recently. I got the dynamos. Big deal. Legendary dynamos. So that will be a huge thing. And the thing about the dynamos that I love, and most people don't even focus on because they do a lot of damage and that's what they focus on. I'm focusing on this impact, because when it does enough impact, it staggers the enemy, and that staggering the enemy means they stand here for another couple seconds while the dynamos eat them up, and that wears them down so that the launcher, it has easier effect on them. Like the smasher is usually one hit with the launcher will not send them up and over, but if they get hit here and they get hit by the impact of the dynamos, that reduces their resistance on the impact counter. And then if the launcher goes off and it's at 0, they get sent up and over and out of this area, and they're having to do the long walk around, which is great and exactly what I want. Let's see here. Yeah, normally I would do wall darts to cover the 2 tile area, but since I want that impact damage, I will go ahead and use a dynamo. And let me see something over here. Yeah, I was going to see if I needed to put in another launcher, but we're all good here. And let's see here, I will put in actually I'll put in 2 half walls. Kind of overbuilding. But this is a great area to have some fun with, so I might as well have some fun. And give me another dynamo. But yeah, I will go through also and make this all level 3 stone. I'm just trying to do this a little bit faster. Don't want to keep you here all day. And I know some of my videos do that. So yeah, this is what we got. They have to get through, just like I said, it's 4 tiles to the amplifier, hardly anything. And that's why I really don't focus 100% on damage, because just doing damage will not stop most mobs in 4 tiles. But doing walls, wooden floor spikes that slow down the enemies, doing the launchers that shoot them up and push them back, just make them having to go over the same areas again and again and again, wearing down the mobs. And if they ever get here, and we will be putting dynamos, well, right now we're putting one dynamo because that's all I have the materials for. But we'll be putting another dynamo there. And so just making it so difficult for them to get through a very, very short area. And then we'll have to go building over here. Once again, you build off of the center of the amplifier. So this is where everything is going to want to end up going. And if you try to force them into this middle area, they're more than happy to go. So like areas up here, let's see, I'm going to want just marking down the path I'm going to want them to walk. Actually, can they even get up here? Darn it. Can't see through the shield. All of this might be a waste. I can't tell. Can't see if there's a ramp back there or not. But we are going to actually here, and then I put up my walls with stairs behind them. And I actually could be doing some of this in wood. And then we're going to get them over here. And I probably won't have enough material to do everything I want to do, or to go on much further because I'm running out of traps. But right up here, I'm going to have launchers pushing them down here. Over here, I'm going to have launchers, and this is a 3-tile wide, so I could end up doing the exact same thing I did over there with launchers going 2 tiles out with floor launchers up, hit 45s over, and then so we may end up, just because I want to make sure I can show that off in an actual video doing it. And this one's a little bit better because the entrance and the exit line up where the other one zigzagged. And let's see. And whoa, that is not what I wanted up there. That's where I'm going to put the 45. That's the problem with doing these videos on the fly. Let's see. I'm actually going to have to build up a second wall just to have something to attach these two, because I can't put a ceiling here because I'm going to have launchers up there, but I need a backboard, because otherwise if I have launchers on the top part, it will shoot them onto the 45s and they'll just walk across that. But this way they come, launchers will be here, launching them over here. They'll fall straight down, where launchers here will shoot them over, then up and over again. And what do I got for launchers? Alright, so once again, and I make the jump. No! That's the joy of being a constructor. Ooh, I may have to change that a little bit. I was worried about mobs coming this way, but we're also going to have mobs over here. So we're going to have to take down this first wall. And if you didn't notice, a lot of times just to make the destruction... Ooh! That was a foolish mistake, but it's just wood. Alright. So this one, I'm going to have to do the tall wall with the 45s and the backboard. And once again, I'll make this all 3-tier later on. But over here, once again, having the wall pushers. And this is stuff I didn't even do the first time through. A build like this is just, more you play, the more ideas you come up with. And to me, the more fun you have with the game. So, we got that. And then... let's see, do I got any wall launchers left? No, I don't, but I can make some. But just showing you on 2 sides here. where, building off of the center, and once again, I will end up doing a 45 with 2 half walls right at the attack point for the mobs. And like here, I'll put down wooden floor spikes. Same thing down here. In there, I'll probably put some more dynamos. Unless I run out of materials, and then I'll start doing the wall darts. We're pretty good here from the north. Nothing should be coming this way. Plus, there's really no way to get up here from the north. So, and then you got the west. Got a bunch of cliff faces. We have a ramp here. Can anything get up from over here? Nope. So for this side, really easy to protect for the most part, because everything's going to come in here. And one thing on this, anytime you have a ramp like 2 tiles, you can do a floating wall right there. You don't need to attach it to anything, you just attach it to the cliff edge. And then anything coming up here is getting swatted off. And then obviously I'll have another one right here. And this will take care of 20 to 50% of the mobs just constantly getting knocked down. Unfortunately, the launcher's durability will run out eventually. And for anything that comes in here, let's see. I kind of want to stop doing the launcher thing because you've seen it a few times now. So here we'll just have a base trap tunnel. With dynamos, wall spikes, gas traps. Anytime you have a ramp, wall darts in the back of anything coming up. And then everything has to go here. Now here I will definitely put a launcher with a 45 going down. And actually let's go ahead and get that put up. Let's see. Make a little here. I'm making the turn really tight on purpose. That way, up here, I'm definitely going to be using launchers to push them back everywhere. So, let's see. Here. Oh, right there. All right. So, once again, use a launch pad, so anything makes it up here, it's going to get launched. Hopefully it's going to miss that little cliff area and go all the way down, so it's going to be walking all the way back around. Oh, we can get rid of this one I picked up in a mission. Another launcher there. Here it's just going to be wooden floor spikes, dynamos here, another launcher. As you can tell, I use the hell out of launchers. To me, you just kind of have to. In the beginning, you don't. And actually, in Plankerton, I could just do basic damage trap tunnels without issue and be able to stop most of this. But I am setting this up to get all the way through Storm Shield Defense number 10. And also, I'm trying to show the best way to build these tunnels to be most effective. And if I get a tire trap, I'll put it up there on that one. But yeah, this will stop most of the mobs right here. Like I said, all damage in here. And kind of going overboard on this one. But I'm kind of worried. Let's see, I hope those don't interfere with the launchers on the other side. But that was one thing I wanted, because when these launchers go off on this side, yep, it did end up. So, got to watch for that. But also, the mobs should, whatever gets launched down there from this side, go all the way back around to come up the same way. That does not always happen. Sometimes they will choose to go up this ramp. So this ramp could end up getting used quite a bit, both for any spawns on this side and also for spawns that get launched from the south. So we do have to kind of beef this up. And once again here in metal, I will be doing the same build as over here with the 45, 2 half walls, launcher on the floor. Also on these walls that should be entirely safe, and nothing should be attacking them, I'm still going to put wall launchers on them. Because when I'm running around, sometimes flingers get thrown, sometimes propane and smashers tear down a wall and come in from different directions. So this entire base of my amplifier on the first floor will have launchers all the way around it. It's definitely a cost on materials, but if anything goes wrong, I have something to fall back on. I'm good to go. And that is a good thing to have because things do go wrong. And even where I have the 45s, I didn't do it in Stonewood. I wasn't worried that much. I had them here, so if a smasher did beat through this metal plate, he's getting a launcher in the face, sending them backwards. So, yep, ate up a lot of materials on this one. Like I said, I'm trying to do this not for Storm Shield Defense number 2. I am building what I want for Storm Shield Defense number 10 when we get around to that. And that is the video, just kind of showing you how I think when I build, how I build my amplifier, how you should always build your trap tunnels in line with the center of the amplifier from the direction of the spawn points. The spawn points can vary, but you can tell, like here, there's only so many directions they can come from. With a cliff edge like this, it's always a concern there will be a spawn on top of the cliff edge. It doesn't look like the cliff goes around that far, and I'm hoping I'm safe, but if anything goes wrong and they start dropping off the cliff edge, that's why I got the wall launchers over here, and that's why I carry around an RPG to take care of those little issues. But alright, and actually, can I reach it? No, if there's even a little corner of the wall sticking through the storm shield, you can put a trap on it. Like here, I could put a trap on the ceiling one, but on that one, it's entirely blocked. So, but alright, have a great day, take care, and I hope this helps.